Hello guys, let's talk about current situation with candidates tournament, which is terrible. Who is right, who is wrong, and what to do. Let's start with FIDE, since FIDE is definitely wrong. All the time they change rules, they kind of trying to make it better, but they always make it worse. They have changed one thing. Instead of average rating by last 12 months, they took just rating on January 1st of 2024. And what do we have now? All players trying to get there by rating. If it was by average rating by 12 months, then there would not be any problem. FIDE doesn't have a good system, and even that system that they have, they don't really care about that system, and they change it from time to time. Now let's talk about players, since of course we can say that FIDE is wrong and that's all because FIDE allowed these things. So okay, what to do, what players can do? They just they follow rules, they don't break anything. But I don't really think so. Let's start with FIDE circuit, since that one is more or less okay. What's going on there? Currently Giri is the one who qualifies, but two Indian players, they have chances, Gukesh and Erigaisi. So that's why Indian Chess Federation decided to organize a close tournament in India to give a chance to those players to qualify. I would say that there is nothing wrong about that. However, there is one interesting moment. I don't know when they decided to organize this tournament, since earlier, and that was I think right, FIDE had a rule about if you want to organize a tournament, you should inform and you should register the tournament 1 month before the event. And I think here it is not really the case, as well as a Firouzja match, but this is something we're gonna talk a bit later. They are following rules, and there is nothing wrong with that tournament in India, especially since the tournament is strong. However, of course, like Gukesh and Erigaisi, they both have good chances, and today is the last round, and most probably Gukesh will take or share first place and will qualify for the candidates. Now let's talk about second situation, which is disgusting, which is very, very bad situation with the rating spot. First of all, let's talk about Dominguez. Dominguez did nothing wrong, he is clear. He decided, like, he needed just 1 point of rating to overcome Wesley So, and that's why he went to Spain to participate in an open tournament. The problem that it's very hard to increase your rating in open tournament if you have 2750, but okay, he tried, and that's absolutely fine, but he withdrew after 5 rounds. So this is also something weird. Like, if you go to participate in a tournament and you withdraw, especially since he said that, okay, I risk too much, I risk to lose my rating and invitations. Come on, play till the end. In terms of qualification to the FIDE candidates, Dominguez did nothing wrong. He tried to make it by the rules, to participate in the open tournament, increasing 1 point of rating, but he was not successful about doing that. So Dominguez is fine. And now, Firouzja. Indian players, Indian organizers decided to organize a tournament, to invite some strong players. Then French organizers and Firouzja himself decided, like, why to do that if we can just organize local matches with some local players or players that play in France. So yeah, Why to spend, I don't know, $100,000 if we can make it for $5,000? And the problem is that, like, first of all, players, his opponents, they're clearly weak, and it smells very, very bad. Let's say I expect him to win those matches with a 6-0 score. He needs to score 6 points out of 6. He already scored 4 out of 4, so just 2 more wins and he qualifies by rating. The result of those matches is not surprising at all, and if you think that scoring 6 out of 6 is something impressive, then you can check his opponents, and especially since his opponents, obviously they got some money for participation. Let's hope that money just for participation. But obviously his opponents, they don't want anything, and like they don't really care if Firouzja qualifies or doesn't qualify, so mainly they don't care that Firouzja will qualify, so that's nothing wrong about that. I think Firouzja is a young player, so he's 20 years old, so I think he doesn't really understand what he's doing, that this thing that he's doing is like terribly wrong. The problem that organizers of those matches and I don't know, somebody like his older friends, they didn't say to him that stop, you will qualify, next circle will be yours, you still have time, don't do things like this that will like just destroy your karma. The best thing Firouzja can do is to make one draw in 2 games that he's gonna play, I believe, today. So this will be the best outcome for him, I think, for his future in chess. I mean, the point is that if he makes one draw, then he doesn't get enough, I believe he doesn't get enough rating. So if I'm not mistaken, he needs to win both games. Now let's imagine that Firouzja gonna gonna score 6 out of 6. So in fact, he gonna qualify. And what FIDE is gonna do about that? FIDE is in Zugzwang, yes? Because obviously, in my opinion, decision is clear. They shouldn't, they would have to give him a penalty, like, first of all. Okay, maybe first of all, not counting the result of the matches, and secondly, giving him a penalty, since it's clear that what he's doing is wrong. But on the other hand, they can do that. FIDE made a statement that they will check his match very carefully, this specific matches as they wrote. But in fact, this is lose-lose situation. If there is a win-win situation, this situation is lose-lose and doesn't really have a good outcome. So the only good outcome is for Firouzja to not to win one of 2 games that left, so then he wouldn't get enough rating points, and so they will say like, okay, we don't care about this situation. While if Firouzja wins both games, then it's gonna be a catastrophe, since FIDE would have to say that those matches, we are not gonna count them, and Firouzja can even go to the court saying that, okay, what's wrong, like, come on, I did nothing wrong. However, he did. By the way, guys, what do you think about this, and who do you root for? And who do you support in this situation?